Welcome back. This episode will cover playing cards and the rules for playing cards, and the steps that you take during your turn. Turns go through 4 steps. They are the draw step, strategy step, attack step, and end step. First we have the draw step. This is the first step that you take when your turn just begins. During this step, you first untap all of your tapped cards that are on your side of the field. Draw 1 card from your deck, and gain 1 magic point if you are not already at 6. Next is the strategy step. This is the second step that you take during your turn. Here is where you play cards from your hand to your side of the field. You can play a card to the field as long as there is an empty space in which the card is allowed to be played. Next we have the attack step, which is your turn's third step. Here is where you attack with your creatures that are on your side of the field. Finally, the last step of your turn, the end step. This is where your turn simply ends. Now we'll go over the rules regarding playing cards to the field. You play cards to your field only during your own turn, unless the card says otherwise. Skill creatures can only be played on your fighting space. This space is the direct center of your side of the field. Support creatures can be played on your fighting space or on one of your 3 supporting spaces. However, they can only use their effect if they're on a support space. Assist creatures can be played on your fighting space or on one of your assist spaces. However, they can only use their effects if they're on an assist space. One additional note regarding assist creatures: they are discarded at the end of the turn in which they're played. When discarded, they go to your discard pile, which is just above your deck right here. Cards that are defeated and used up go to this discard pile. Equipment can only be played on an equipped space, and only if you control a fighting creature. Note that you can only play a card on a space that doesn't have a card on it. In regards to what creature to pick for your fighting space, generally stick to skill creatures, as they can only be played on the space and are best equipped to battle on said space. However, if you are stuck and cannot play a fighting creature that is a skill creature, you may play support creatures as your fighting creature, or assist creatures as your fighting creature, as mentioned before. Just as a simple rule of thumb, any creature that has an offense, defense, and a rank can be played as a fighting creature. Anything else that doesn't have these stats cannot. One last thing to keep in mind in terms of playing fighting creatures to the field: anything that's rank 1 or 2 can be played like normal. However, creatures that are rank 3 must be played in a certain way. This type of play is referred to as a trade. If your fighting creature has been out for a turn or more, you can shuffle away your fighting creature into your deck and play any creature from your hand as your new fighting creature. As a reminder, rank 3 creatures can only be played this way. And that concludes the rules for playing cards and the steps that you take during your turn.